In recent years, LCD is finding widespread use, replacing LEDs, that is 7-segment displays based systems or multi-segment display based systems using LED. Basically, the prices is one issue. That is, nowadays there is a kind of a say declining prices as far as LCDs are considered. At very less price, you get the ability to display numbers, characters, and graphics is definitely a little bit in the better form in contrast with LEDs, which is having limited number of characters. Then incorporation of refreshing controller into the LCD, thereby relieving the CPU of the task of refreshing the LCD. This is also one thing. In contrast with LED, it must be refreshed by CPU every time to keep displaying the data. And from programming point of view also, LCD programming is comparatively very easy, as well as the characters and graphics also you can use. So these are the some of the facts as far as LCD is considered, and its popularity in the market as a display device. So from small scale applications to application like television, everywhere, computer screens, everywhere, monitors, different types of appliances, and associated with that some display devices, toys, commercial application based some other displays, public sector, everywhere, wherever, for consumer applications and all. So everywhere, wherever is there a display, LCD has gained its popularity and recognition. So here in this session, we will go through basically the LCD pins. We are considering 16 by 2 kind of a general purpose LCD display, which is used in number of applications where controller is used as a, say, intelligent device for interfacing purpose. And we will be knowing about various LCD commands, what is exactly a command for which it can be used. Then we will able to select as a part once we know all these things. So definitely we can select the appropriate command for various operations, and then we will see how to interface LCD with 8051 in the form of program. We will write a code and which steps are needed for interfacing purpose as a part of program, because programming LCD is something which is very important. So that part as one sample assembly language program I have included in this particular session. In the coming session, as a part of our third chapter from the syllabus of microcontroller and applications, which we are studying at present, I will be showing you the interfacing. And even we are already, you might have come across various programs I have presented using our Keel platform through different sessions. So in the such session also, based on typically the programming, I will show you the LCD interfacing with 8051 and accordingly its Proteus based simulation and how it is going to display message. So as a part of another presentation, so in coming sessions. So at present, in this small introductory session, as far as chapter 2 is considered, first of all, I want to share you the information regarding basically what is LCD pins, what are LCD commands, how to use the command, and how to write a simple code for displaying any message on LCD. Now these are the basically the pins as far as our normal LCD is considered. So in general, it is a pin description for various pins. Like first one is it is a 14 pin kind of a, say, structure of most general purpose LCD, giving you the 16 by 2 kind of a display. Each pin is having its own significance. Like first pin is VSS, or it is ground pin. Then second one is VCC. So as far as supply conditions are considered, plus 5 volt power supply. Then there is one more VE. So it is power supply to control contrast level. So by adjusting this voltage, you can adjust your contrast. Then RS, this is IO pin, which is used for selecting the operation. That is, there are two registers in LCD. One is command register and another one is data register. So when this particular pin is one, at that time it is acting as data register, and whenever this pin is 0, then at that time it is acting as select command register. So appropriately you have to choose or set in the program. In the beginning of the program, generally for giving various commands, we make it 0, and once we want to transfer the data, actual contents from a lookup table or a memory address, so as to display, so at that time we make it data register. Then next pin is read write. So it is again input pin, where read write is made 0, then it is a write operation, and when it is made 1, then it is read operation. Then enable pin, so that is again input output pin. This is enable, used by LCD to latch information presented to its data bus. Generally this enable pin is used when data is supplied to data pins. A high to low pulse must be applied to this pin in order for the LCD to latch the data present at that data pins. This pulse must be of minimum duration, that is of 450 nanoseconds. So that is the minimum duration for enable pin as far as LCD operation is considered. Then next comes from DB0 to DB7. These are the 8 pins. So they are used to send the information to LCD or to read the contents of LCD's internal registers. So to display letters or numbers, we send ASCII code of letters A to Z, capital or small a to Z, and numbers 0 to 9. These pins are available when RS is made 1, that is register select is made 1. We also use register select 0 to check the busy flag bit to see if the LCD is ready to receive information. The busy flag is D7 and can be read when RW, that is R/W, read write pin is 1. So whenever you are reading that, and at that time RS is compulsorily 0. That is read write 1, RS is 0 and D7 is 1. So that indicates busy flag. The LCD is busy in taking care of internal operations and will not accept any new information. So you have to remember this. When D7 is 0, normally LCD is ready to receive new information, and it is recommended to check the busy flag before writing any data for the display purpose to the LCD. So conventionally you have to remember this. Send displayed information or instruction command codes to the LCD. We are using these pins DB0 to DB7, and read the contents of LCD's internal register. Also we are using these pins. Now in general, this is a structure from pin number 1 to 14 mainly, and pin number 15 and 16, they are just kept aside for LED connection purpose, and they are not directly used or they are not directly involved in any operation. This is a small just picture I have shown. These are all the pins which are I have clubbed together, backlight anode and backlight cathode. So these two connections are made to pin number 15 and 16. And for adjustment purpose, VE contrast adjustment and enable falling edge triggered, we have to take care, and data bit 7, that is busy flag. So once again I have listed it based on the operation. Now these are the commands which are conventionally used by LCD so as to perform various operations. Like first command is with its hex code I have just mentioned, code 1. So it is a clear display screen. So it is going to clear the screen. We will write one code, assembly language code, where we will be using these commands. Then code 2 is return home. It will come back. Then code 4 is decrement cursor. Code 3 is not used. Code 4 is decrement cursor, shift cursor to left. Code 6 is increment cursor, shift cursor to right. Code 5 is shift display right. Code 7 is shift display left. Code 8 is display off cursor off. Code A is display off cursor on. Then code C is display on cursor off. Code E is display on cursor blinking. Code F is display on cursor blinking. So display related, you just see code 8 and A. In both cases display is off. Code code C, E and F display is on. For code E and F only cursor is blinking, and for code C and code 8 in both cases cursor is off. So conventionally we want cursor display on and cursor on or cursor blinking, conventionally cursor blinking, so that particular command we can use here. Then command number 10, so that is shift cursor position to left. Command number 14, shift cursor position to right. Command 18 is shift entire display to the left. 1C is shift the entire display to the right. 80 force cursor to beginning of first line. C0 force cursor to beginning of second line. And 38 is 2 lines and 5 by 7 matrix. So these are the considerations with the help of which we are writing the. Then as far as timing is considered, here you can see in the LCD operation that every time you can put the data at any location. Basically it is from D0 to DB7, DB0 to DB7, but actually DB7 is for the purpose of busy flag checking. Now here you can see how it is enabled in the read operation, then the data output delay time TD, and then there is enable, then read write hold the time after enable has come down for both RS and RW. It is conventionally 10 nanoseconds. You have to remember that. And TAS, that is setup time period to E, going high for both RS and RW. This is minimum of 140 nanoseconds. So read requires L2H pulse for the enable pin. So low to high. You can see here as far as enable line, you see that it is low to high, and then there will be data taken. The as far as considered, so it is data setup time. It is approximately of 195 nanoseconds. So minimum time. Then TH, that is data hold time, is again of 10 nanoseconds minimum. Then TH, that is hold time after E has come down. Again for both RS and RW, it is also 10 nanosecond minimum. You can see there. So that once again read write it will become 1. And TWH, that is enable pulse width. So this particular pulse width is of duration approximately 450 nanoseconds. And TAS, setup time prior to E, going to high for both RS and RW, that is 140 nanoseconds. So as far as LCD timing is considered, that is for read and write operation, you have to be very careful the durations, and you have to consider them because whenever you are making it or doing something very hurriedly, so you have to be particular about it. As far as LCD commands are considered, that is clear display command. So settings, I have not listed them, but orally I am sharing with you. So listen carefully. Clear display, RS pin is 0, RW pin is 0, DB7 to DB0. Out of that up to DB1 it is 0, and DB0 is made 1. Clear display command. So clear entire display and sets the display RAM address to 0. So this is DDRAM, display data RAM address. It is set to 0. Duration is, execution time for that is 1.64 milliseconds. Then return home, again here it is all zeros and DB1 is only 1. So this sets DDRAM address 0 as address counter, and also returns display being shifted to original position. Display data RAM contents remain unchanged in this case, and this is also taking time of 1.64 milliseconds. Entry mode set. So in this case RS, RW and DB7 to DB2, all these are zeros. Only DB1, DB2 is 1 and DB1 is 1, and DB0 is going to set the cursor direction, and specifies shift of display, and this operation is taking almost 40 microseconds time. Display on off control, so altogether display is made on or off. So this setting on off of entire display, cursor blinking, everything, so it is also taking approximately 40 microseconds time. Then cursor or display shift, so for shifting purpose moves cursor and shifts the display without changing display data RAM contents, so this also takes 40 microseconds. Then function setting, set interface data length, number of displayed lines and character font, so for this purpose it is taking 40 microseconds. Then CG RAM, so for this purpose, as far as address is considered, that is AGC, gain control, so for that it is also again taking 40 microseconds. DD-RAM setting, address, so there also it is going to take 40 microseconds. So after whatever data is sent, then read busy flag and address. So this is also indicating the internal operation is being performed and reads address counter contents. So that will also take 40 microseconds. And write data, when data is written into DD, that is display data RAM or CG RAM. So in both cases it is going to take again 40 microseconds, and read data CG or DD RAM. So for this operation again it is taking 40 microseconds. Execution time is maximum when oscillator frequency is approximately 250 kilohertz, and execution time changes when frequency changes. So whenever it is 270 kilohertz, so instead of 40 microseconds, approximately it is becoming 37 microseconds. So altogether these settings as far as instructions are considered, you have to remember. Now for sending information, what exactly we need to do, so that part we will see. One small program I have taken here. Before that, one can put data at any location in LCD, and following is the pattern, like RS0, RW0, DB7 flag purpose, and rest of the bits are your AAAA, whatever you are displaying. So addressing for LCD of 40 by 2 sides, you can have line number 1 2 times and line number 2. Then the upper address range can go as high as 100111 for 40 character wide LCD, which corresponds to location 0 to 39. And whenever it is a 2-line display, then maximum 16 characters. So accordingly only 2 lines we can use and the appropriate combinations. So upper address range can go as high as shown. For 20 character wide LCD, it is going to take 19 decimal, that is maximum up to 10011 binary. And for 40 by 2, here we are showing just as per 0 to 39. And we can get the addresses of cursor positions for various sizes of LCDs, like 16 by 2, your line is from 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86 through 8F. So these are the addresses, and from C0 to CF, second line addresses. So remember this address for 16 by 2 display is from 80 to 86, 8F, sorry, first line, and C0 to CF, second line. For 20 by 1 display, so 20 by 2 display, 20 into 1 first line is 80 to 93, and 20 by 2 second line is C0 to D3. Then 20 by 4 display 80 to 93, C0 to D3, 94 to A7 and D4 to E7. And for 40 by 2 display 80 to A7 and C0 to E7. So these are the addresses for the locations which we can use for displaying purpose. Now we will have a small message which we want to display as far as our operation is considered. So that program we will just go through. Sample program. We are checking the busy flag, like any command on the LCD. First of all, RS you have to make 0, and for data RS you have to make 1. and then send high to low pulse to the enable pin to enable the internal latch of LCD, and this we are doing. So time delay for sending next data command, and port 1 we are using port 1 to port 7 connected to LCD data pins, that is D0 to D7, and P20 to connected to RS pin of LCD, P21 is connected to RW pin of LCD, and P2.2 is connected to enable pin of LCD. So these considerations we have done. First thing is simple ORG0, then there is a call. We need to call command routine, so that's why I'm using that particular same wording. So command write, COMNWRT, call command subroutine. 38 it is going to clear in the beginning, then move a comma 0e, so this is display on cursor on command. Again call the command subroutine, command write subroutine, then a call delay, give LCD some time. Then now next one is clear LCD. So first of all with 38 we have selected that 5 by 7 matrix, and now it is clear LCD, so 01. Then a call again command write, call command subroutine, then a call delay, give LCD some time, move a comma 06, so shift cursor right, then a call command write, call command subroutine, then call delay, so give again some LCD time. I've already mentioned various timeouts whenever various instructions from LCD are executed. So approximately every time minimum 40 microseconds is the time taken, and at some places more than 40 microseconds also time taken by LCD to perform some operation. So that's why that delay is mandatory, and you have to call delay like from 1.64 milliseconds and 40 microseconds. So these are some of the timeouts it needs. Then there is a delay, then cursor at line 1. As we know that for 16 by 2 display, our first line addresses are 80 to 80F, 8F. So first line we are using, and I have given here 84. So approximately in middle portion, I have shifted the cursor. When we write 80, so at that time it will start from the beginning, displaying the character. I am writing here 84, meaning is that at least 0, 1, 2, 3, these 4 places I have kept blank, and from 5th place I am writing. Then that is again command write subroutine, then a call delay. So it's going to give absolute call, then move a comma, say some letter I want to show some message. So one letter I have taken here N. So display letter N directly in single quote immediate data. As a immediate data, you can transfer that letter into accumulator. From accumulator only it is going to get transferred for the display purpose. Then a call data write. Now earlier wherever we gave the commands associated with cursor, then display, then clear command and selection command, that is 5 by 7 matrix and all those 4 commands they were given via command routine, and now we want to display data. So for that purpose we are calling a call data write routine, so call display subroutine. Then a call delay, again spend some time, that is give some delay, then move a comma hash O. Say for example N and O, no we are displaying, so again we will call display subroutine, that is a call data write. So data write is display data and command write is appropriately associated with command. Now let's jump again. Now what we are doing, we have connected our data bus to port 1. So whatever accumulator contents are there, they are to be transferred to port 1. So instruction is move P1 comma A. So copy accumulator contents to port 1. Then clear P2.0, that is make RS0. Clear P2.1, that is make R/W0, because we want to write. For write operation it is to be made 0. For read operation it is to be made 1. So now when we are writing, so therefore it is made 0. Now set B P2.2. Enable we have to make 1. So that's why set B P2.2 is equal to high pulse, that is E is equal to 1. Then clear P2.2. Then E is equal to 0 and H to L. That is the pulse. So high to low pulse is given. Then return. Then data write. Move P1 comma A. So here we are copying again accumulator content to port 1. So we have our message, some small message I have used here, just 2 characters N and O. So that is transferred, and one by one every time whenever we are see here, you can see after N also we have called data write routine, after O also we have called data write routine. So accordingly it will just do the same operation 2 times. If we want to send a message of 8 characters, 20 characters, 10 characters, so accordingly those many times you have to call that subroutine with delay. Now the set B P2.0, why we are setting this? Because we want to make RS equal to 1 for data, that is register select 1 is data register, register select 0 is command register. So command register work we have finished, and now it is data register. Then P2.1 we are making R/W 0 in data routine, because in data routine our operation is for writing purpose, so therefore it is made 0. Then enable is made 1 for high pulse, and then delay is called sometime, and then clear. So every time whenever we are in the data write routine, then only we are making RS1 temporarily, that is P2.0 pin, and once it is over we are again making it 0 by using clear instruction. So clear P2.2 will make your enable 0 for high to low pulse. So we don't want that. We don't want to keep that enable line continuously 1. We want to make it 0. So in the beginning we did the register select and transferred, and write operation we have done in that set B enable 1, and once again we have make it 0 by resetting and return from the routine. And this is upper is command routine and lower one is data routine, and delay routine is a small delay routine, you can see. So approximately we have calculated this, and R3 register is containing 50. This is generally for fast CPUs. So a tentative delay adjustment we are doing as per our requirement of average out 40 microseconds and all those things. So to satisfy and take into account the period, proper period, so that much delay we need, and we have added. Then 255 is one more counter, that is R4, and until it becomes 0, simple instruction move R3 comma hash 550, then move R4 comma hash 255 DJNZ R4 comma here, and DJNZ R3 comma here too. So these are the 2 loops. Average out you can calculate this particular by using our standard conventional practice of calculation of delay considering number of bytes for move instruction and DJNZ instruction, and then return and end. So 255 times it is going to get executed, and outer loop it will be just register counter 50 times. So this is all about the LCD operation. Simple thing, as a part of this first session we have gone through the pinout, we have gone through the various commands, and the basic significance of the instruction and how much time it is taking. Then we have discussed about the locations for the display for 16 by 2, 20 by 1, 20 by 2, 40 by 1, 40 by 2. These are the most popular sizes for day-to-day interfacing applications people are using as far as LCD is considered. And this is one small assembly language program I have illustrated so as to print a message of 2 letters. Here we used the position from 84 onwards in the middle approximately, because total 8 center, and after 5th position we have started writing. So approximately it is nearby close to the say center. We have displayed the small message of NO 2 letters. So in the practical session we will go into again details, and I will demonstrate you using embedded C and Proteus simulator one more code for LCD general purpose LCD routine to display message. Thank you.